Our first investment with AllPro was 2013, so we're coming up almost 6 years now.
We've invested with AllPro Capital for almost 10 years now.
We were part of the first group that he put together where he brought in outside investors, and it was just a really small little project.
AllPro Capital started with an idea, an initial bank-owned project, and a few friends of mine who knew that I understood real estate and trusted me to invest some of their money.
I just knew of the integrity of Brian and what a great job he had done for our friend.
For us, investing with AllPro and people that we know and people that live in our community makes a big difference.
When we founded AllPro Capital, what was missing in the industry was integrity. We found lots of companies willing to take your money and invest it, but they charged high fees and they made management fees on the investments regardless of the outcome. We make sure the investors earn their return first, and then we participate after that.
I think it's really important to invest in something that is tangible. That way you can see what you are putting your money into.
We feel very fortunate to be able to participate in this market at the level that we're at without having to make a huge investment in, let's say, a home that we wanted to flip.
It allows regular people to have access to investing in projects that are a lot bigger than what we could ever do otherwise on our own.
My family has always been invested in real estate. I feel more comfortable actually with real estate than I do the stock market.
I'd been investing in more traditional stock market, mutual funds, things like that for probably 20 years, and I was looking for some alternatives.
It's important for us to invest in our town, and a lot of the opportunities that we've had are right here in Colorado Springs. That's been a really cool opportunity for us to kind of invest our money locally.
The investment that I started in was an investment that promised a quarterly dividend with a straight interest rate, and so that first quarter came around and I got the money that was promised, and then the second quarter came around and the same thing happened.
I'm consistently impressed with how quickly they always give the money back to the investors. There was a project that we were a part of, and the same afternoon that the project closed, we had money in our bank account. And that's been consistently happening, and I'm still always surprised.
Some of our business partners that we've chosen to provide capital for have grown substantially since they started working with us. And they're delivering great returns for our investors. So we are helping them grow, they're helping us grow.
It's grown and it's done exceptionally well, but the feeling has not changed. They really believe in putting the money back in the investors' hands, which is really neat because generally speaking, investment groups like that who have done so well are pumping the money back into their own pockets in a large degree, and that's not what AllPro is about.
Our investors are the most important ingredient. If we aren't delivering for them as our customer and our client, then our company can't succeed because our whole mission, our whole vision is to help create wealth. And we do that for our investors first.
When we had our first investment with AllPro, we were using some of those dividends to do some trips and make some purchases that we probably wouldn't have been able to make without it. Now, as I've done more investing, I'm realizing that my retirement portfolio is starting to build a little faster than I was expecting. And so now I'm able to kind of look towards the next decade of my life and plan maybe a little differently.
We know that this money makes life more comfortable for us now and puts us at ease when we think about our children's futures and possibly even their children's futures.
We are able to travel more than we were before because we take some of the money and invest it in our own entertainment.
It kind of changes the way that we look at money and look at investing, to be honest.
We have a 10-year record without losing a penny of investor funds, and so they know that once they've come along and invested with us, they can rely upon the research we do and the investments we make, and that affects their quality of life because they're not worried about retirement. They're really looking forward to what can we do to enjoy retirement.
I've invested with lots of different companies, and let's say AllPro has probably been the easiest. I think you're always going to be nervous about trying something new, but if you're thinking about it, AllPro would be a great place to start.
We have shared it with some very close friends, and some of our very good friends have invested, and they've said to us, "Why didn't you tell us about this sooner?"
We're so grateful for the investors that came along early and trusted us with their funds and with their retirement plans. And we look forward to continue to serve them. We're so excited about the opportunities that lay ahead.